In the dimly lit corridors of St. Mary's Hospital, the night shift nurses whispered about the strange occurrences that had plagued the facility for years. Legend had it that the hospital was cursed, and the staff had come to dread their graveyard shifts. Nurse Sarah had just started her shift. She walked through the long, sterile corridors, the fluorescent lights overhead flickering ominously. It was a quiet night, and the hospital seemed to be wrapped in an eerie silence. Sarah had heard the stories but dismissed them as mere superstitions until that night. As Sarah checked her patient's vital signs, she felt a sudden chill. She looked up, and in the reflection of the glass window, she saw a shadowy figure lurking in the hallway. Panic surged through her, and she rushed outside, but the figure had vanished without a trace. Uneasy, she returned to her duties, trying to shake off her fear. However, the hospital's ancient intercom system crackled to life, emitting a series of eerie, distorted sounds. It was as if something or someone was trying to communicate with them from beyond. Sarah quickly called her fellow nurses, Emily and David, who arrived with pale faces. The intercom continued to emit strange, haunting noises, almost like a melody played backward. The three of them exchanged nervous glances. Suddenly, the lights in the hallway began to flicker wildly, casting eerie shadows that danced across the walls. The temperature dropped, and the air seemed to thicken with an unnatural presence. They heard footsteps echoing down the corridor, though no one was visible. The nurses, guided by a mix of curiosity and dread, decided to follow the footsteps. The sound led them to the old wing of the hospital, which had been abandoned for years. The once white walls were stained, and the air was heavy with the scent of decay. In the distance, they could hear faint whispers, like tortured souls trying to communicate. As they ventured deeper into the abandoned wing, they stumbled upon a room that sent shivers down their spines. It was a room filled with ancient medical equipment, covered in a thick layer of dust. But what caught their attention was a weathered diary, lying open on a rusted metal table. Sarah picked up the diary and began to read its pages. It chronicled the experiences of a former nurse, Rebecca, who had worked at St. Mary's Hospital many years ago. Her words were filled with despair, describing a series of mysterious deaths and unexplained phenomena that had haunted the hospital for generations. She claimed that the hospital was cursed, and the spirits of the deceased were trapped within its walls. As Sarah read, the lights overhead shattered, plunging the room into darkness. The three nurses could feel an oppressive presence surrounding them, and they heard agonizing wails that seemed to come from all directions. Desperation set in as they scrambled to escape the darkness that threatened to swallow them whole. The nurses raced through the labyrinthine corridors, pursued by an otherworldly force, desperate to escape the nightmare that had enveloped St. Mary's Hospital. To this day, St. Mary's Hospital remains abandoned, its dark history forever etched into the building's very foundations. The legend of the cursed hospital endures, a chilling reminder of the horrors that lurk in the shadows, waiting for the next unsuspecting visitor to uncover their malevolent secrets.